So who remembers where we last left our hero or anti-heroes?
I remember.
There was a big vehicle.
You got a sweet new ride.
Well, we
Gonna
were going
grind
to.
up the demon.
We made lots
To be
of
fair,
friends.
you have a choice of rides, but we'll go over that. First, you have to go through Lulu's dream quest.
Ooh.
So the reason why we're here is to unlock Lulu's memories so that you can find Zariel's sword, which is the key to bringing Elturel back to the material plane. Right?
Right.
I know it's a couple. There was time, but that's the. And Mad Maggie was getting together some spell components and setting up a ritual to put together to help you remember or help Lulu remember. And in the meantime, you helped out killing a bunch of evil gnomes, I guess. Like garden gnomes.
We helped the gnomes.
Who did you kill?
We killed gnomes too.
Killed them, yeah, but then we helped them afterwards.
Yeah,
helped
you
some others.
tricked imps to shine the boots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to get the tooth, and they did the roll that made them go crazy. And
Yeah. They do love fighting. But now you figured out, you've run out of things to do, so now you're just kind of like relaxing in your shelter when Mad Maggie comes back. Let's pull up Mad Maggie so we don't all remember what she looks like.
Like we want to. No!
There you go. I don't know, she looks pretty cool.
Yeah. She's not as bad as the guy with the intestines going in his mouth.
Yeah, but you helped him, remember?
Yep.
She says, I hear you've been fixing problems all over the fort. After we figure out what's going on with Lulu's memories, I may or may not have some rewards for you. But first, you guys have to come here. Come into my ritual room. So she leads you all into a room with a magic circle on the ground that's all like black and red and evil and fiendish. Inside the circle are some very soft-looking plush black cushions, like kind of what you'd sit on the ground. And she asks Lulu to come rest on the cushion. Lulu goes ahead and gets on the cushions. And then Maggie takes two humanoid-looking skulls out of her bag and puts them on the ground. And I hope my sisters don't mind, but, I got to pick their brains.
Nice.
Everyone else now has to get in the circle. This will take about 10 minutes, and you all will help Lulu go through her memory scape to unlock the dream portals, which will lead you to the thoughts plane that'll eventually lead you back to the memory scape, and then you'll be able to remember what happened and where the Sword of Zariel is. Does that make sense?
I understood none of that.
Perfect.
Sounds like nonsense.
I'm scared because I understood it.
You'll all be joined
I sit
in
next
telepathy.
to Lulu.
She goes, "Yay! Furry cat friend to help me through."
I pet the elephant.
All right, I'm also going to pet the elephant, but only to cast guide.
She feels the. On the one hand, it's a good spell. On the other hand, it's from Wolf. So she's kind of like, thanks.
You better not choose the wrong dream portal.
Did it work on her?
Yeah, she's willing.
I thought she was anti-magic.
Not to touch.
I think at this point I can just tell you how it works.
Oh, okay.
And she has like a 10-foot aura around her. If you're inside the aura, you can affect things inside the aura. If you're outside the aura, you can't affect things inside the aura. So things like touch spells and cure wounds work on her, but healing word, for example, doesn't work. You can ask her to suppress it, but it takes concentration to do so. So when she gets knocked unconscious, it automatically comes back up.
Okay.
So now that you know how it works, you could probably ask her to be places and do, stuff. First, she falls asleep. And Maggie asks everyone to close their eyes.
Okay.
If everyone does so, all of a sudden you guys all feel a brilliant burst of light and then complete darkness, and then a tingling sensation sweep over all over your bodies, kind of like you just, when your leg falls asleep and it gets all that tingly back. It's that, but all over you. So good luck with that.
Sounds very painful.
Well, it's that without the pain, because what you see is a rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolve into warm sunlight that fills the area. And you see Lulu flying lazily in a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through the tall green grass, the voice of Maggie fills your mind. Push through this vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more. And Lulu is just going like, yeah, yay! And the angel is just like, I love you, Lulu. Lulu's like, I love you, Zariel. And then they hug.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on Zariel.
Yeah. Doesn't work. But you do have to make a DC 10 intelligence saving throw.
All right.
Everyone.
Well, that doesn't sound too hard.
Oh.
Even
boy.
for you. Wow.
That's smart.
We're all over the place.
That was with disadvantage, and I still got a 19.
Thankfully, only one of you had to succeed. So you all move on to the next dreamscape portal thing.
This is truly a fascinating experience. I wish I could write it down, but of course, dreamscape.
What are you talking about? Zariel was back there. That's who we need, right? Let's go back there and get her.
But that was Lulu's interpretation of Zariel. We need the real Zariel.
Looked real enough to me.
I wonder if we can influence the environment ourselves with our own thoughts.
So, are we technically dreaming?
You're all in the mindscape of the dreamscape. It's all very complicated.
Everyone knows you can't read while you're dreaming.
I'm trying to dream up a freshly roasted bear turning on a spit.
Sadly, Lulu's in control of this dream.
Disappointing, but still enlightening.
Okay. Almost done setting this up, but I'll start describing it. You see a flame-encircled battlefield appearing on a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie prone and unconscious, very badly injured. You see yourself standing in defense of them, facing outward as 6 small, spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappears through a portal. The devils! You must defeat those devils! And I'm almost done setting it up. I forgot I have to put Lulu and dumbass. angel in there. But they can't help you, so, 6 of one, half dozen.
Don't you remember, Lulu? We already defeated them. Quite magnificent.
And an angel. Where do I find an angel? Oh, there she is. The flaming circle isn't right yet because they didn't have a map for this, so I'm just putting it together myself. But that's not what I wanted. There we go.
This is a weird dream.
That's how a
Yeah.
fireball should look.
I've had weirder.
Looks like Zariel's a giant.
It's already fallen.
Yeah, well, can't win them all. And all the devils start inside the flaming circle. And now we roll initiative.
Do we
I'm
feel
going to
heat
clear it
off of
right
that?
now. Sorry, Ben, you might have to put yours back in. I was clearing it. You do. Let me move these guys around because they're supposed to be equally spaced around the circle. So, maybe something. And then Zariel and the elephant are not doing anything, so I just have to do it for.
Are they unconscious?
Yes, they are badly injured and unconscious in the middle, and you look to be like you are supposed to be defending them from these devils. And in the distance, you do see a bunch of humans who remind you a bit of Rhea Mentalmorn running through a portal.
Cowards.
Yep. Okay. Sorted. It's just 6 spine devils. It'll be easy. Oh, everyone should be at full hit points because this is a dreamscape combat.
Cool.
Do I get all my spells back as well?
Doesn't say, so I don't think so. But it's 6 spine devils. At this point, you guys got this. Gwynair, go ahead.
Okay. I will cast spiritual weapon.
And since we've already told you about it, how do I... You guys see that yellow square?
Yep.
That's Lulu's aura. So if you're in that square, you can't affect things. You can affect her. If you're outside the square, you can't affect anything inside that square. All right. Where do you want the spider?
I will put it.
I should be able to move it actually. So there you go.
Guess I'll start hitting this guy down here. Okay, so I will. Oh, I think my spiritual weapon got messed up again. 1 second. So when I clicked it, it didn't do the attack.
Yeah. Spells are weird. I think there's a way to have it do both the text and the weapon attack, but I don't know how.
Is that a hit or no?
No, that's not a hit.
Okay. Then I will cast Eldritch Blast on that guy.
Pew pew. Both
But
of
you're
those hit.
inside the aura right now.
It's outside affecting inside. Inside
okay,
affecting
yeah.
outside, I believe is fine. I will check, but it's like a one-way valve aura. Yeah, it's only outside affecting inside.
All right, 20 damage to that guy.
And just to be super clear, that's the text of the ability. Wow, this devil is almost dead. Definitely super bloody. Looks like a couple of stiff breezes would throw him down. Grethlock, go ahead.
Alright, I head over to this guy, and I Great Axe. That misses, right?
Yeah,
Great Axe him again. It's a 13.
that hits. 13
Alright,
is
he goes
their
over
AC.
twice. Alright. 7 damage. And I give Bardic Inspiration to Defiant.
Woohoo! I'm inspired.
Well, Defiant, you're inspired.
I sure am. I think I'm gonna finish off that one down at the bottom. Let me just get my ruler out and see what I can do.
Drunk cat.
25. That's not far at all.
How far can you go? 50?
I can go 45 before I use my feline agility. And
Okay.
then,
Oh, look at that.
yep. Actually, I think I want to go the other way, though.
Well, go ahead and move
Okay.
your rolls and kill the thing.
I will kill things. Okay. Let's beat this thing up. 14?
Yep. He's dead.
Nice. Let's see. And we're looking kind of, whoops, that was 25. Yeah, there we go. 40 put me right there. Okay, and then I punch it.
You do.
Woohoo! I will add my Bardic Inspiration to the damage. So that's 4 plus 7. 11.
It's bloodied.
Nice. I will do a flurry of blows.
Fancy
And-
macros.
Yes, I added some macros so I can keep myself honest on what I'm doing. It's like remember or did I forget to move my key? I don't know. 11 miss.
Yep.
Ooh, that's not gonna miss.
That hits.
Whoops! Don't ignore the 3. I don't have the Bardic Inspiration was only once. So
Alright,
that's
7 damage.
7 damage.
Still alive.
Okay, and
That was your move and your action and your bonus action. So unless you're gonna, that feline agility isn't a thing, right? It's not an action or anything.
right, it's just I can move twice my year's feline agility.
Yeah, gotcha.
Double my speed. So I could do another 45. Let me see. I want to protect Gwenair.
No, I think you're good. I mean, you were protecting the west side.
Okay, then I won't protect Gwenair. Fine.
5 spine devils attack when I'm just kidding.
All right, I guess I'm done.
With magic, right?
Sure, yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
Do they have magic?
It fizzles.
They don't have magic. They have claws and forks and spines. So the one attacking Defiant is going to attack you with a fork and a bite.
Okay.
11 misses, 18 hits.
Yes, it does.
Does it? Okay, you take 2 piercing damage
Ow!
from a fork.
From a fork? Like a real fork?
Like a,
Like a dinner
Salad
fork?
fork.
I'll show you after their turn, but a fork. That's pretty symmetric. 1 on Zulkug, 1 on Una, 1 on Gwenair. So, bite on Zulkug, 7. Fork on Zulkug, 8. Bite on Una, 4. Fork on Una, 16. Bite on Gwenair, 9. Fork on Gwenair, 7. Wait, did any of those hit?
No.
Nope.
No.
You didn't even need to shield, right? Just to be clear.
Oh,
Unless your AC is 9 or 7.
it is not. It's 17.
Yeah. No one rolled
Let's see.
higher than
Oh,
a
it says
16.
when you are hit by an attack. Oh, okay. So I don't have to
Yeah.
actually.
No, you don't use that.
I wasn't sure
really
if I had to
want
do it before I got hit or not.
Unless there's a magic missile, then you get to use it. This one is gonna attack Breathlock. 12 on a bite and a 20 on a fork.
Well, the 20 hits.
You take 2 piercing damage.
Oh boy.
I thought these guys were hard.
Hurting now.
They were hard when you were level 1. Go ahead, Zolkog. I think you might have been level 2 when you fought them, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember being in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm
They
gonna
are
try.
CR2, so
I'm gonna
Bad.
try a healing word on Zariel.
why you gotta play me like that, man? Okay, she awakens with 10 hit points. I only have the Archduke Zariel. Do I have the other Zariel? Let me just double check. Double. That I know what Zariel's stats should be.
And then I take a mace to this one right in front of me.
Go ahead and beat the shit out of it while I look up Zariel's stats.
Nah, I'm not beating it very hard.
That misses. Let's
Yeah,
see,
that's it for my
Zariel was a. Let me find this real quick. I mean, technically, she should have a different stat block than this one, but let's go. I'll just change all the flavor of her stuff to be evil, good instead of evil. And- okay, Una.
I'm gonna ward a radiance at 3 in front of me.
Okay, so con save 14. And this is radiant damage.
Mhm.
Okay. Pass, pass, pass.
Boo.
Yeah, they do have magical resistance, so spells don't work too great against them.
That's it for me.
Zariel stands up, flies over here, I guess. She will. I mean, I don't know why they didn't put anything like Zariel can't be resurrected in this book, because she's just going to make 3 attacks with at least a plus 16 to hit and kill all of them. There's
Yeah, how'd
no
she
way she
lose?
can't kill them. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is
I
in
mean,
Lulu's dreams.
you could DM it that in his dream she doesn't wake up. I mean,
Yeah, well, to be honest, this is kind of it's a dreamscape. It can happen.
okay.
That's all she's gonna do, though. So you guys still have to kill the other 2.
Oh man.
Quinair.
All right, I'll start
Well, that's an
by.
efficient use of the level 1 spell.
Yeah, right.
That
Good
was.
Resurrecting a. Let's see, what's your CR? CR 26 creature.
Oh my god. And she's the big bad. That's not looking good.
Yeah.
All right.
I would
Whacking
think
guy.
these devils knock her out in the first place.
There's a lot more of them and more powerful ones.
Yeah. These are the survivors of their mutual dis.
That kills the Spine Devil.
Okay, then I will Eldritch Blast the other.
The one on the right.
The only remaining one, yeah.
That definitely murders it, probably. Yep, that's 24 damage. That's more than the life total.
Good old cantrip.
Eldritch Blast is the most broken cantrip. With the death of the last Spine Devil, everything swirls to black again. And you reawaken, I guess, in a landscape filled with thick black smoke and the smell of death and decay. You see 6 badly injured, barely alive archdevils kneeling and promising to serve you if you spare their lives. Save us! We will help you.
I mean, what sort of help are you offering?
We will serve you with the rest of our lives.
Well, you're just a dream, so I don't know how much help you can either of us can be for.
This is a dream?
This is a dream, mindscape, dreamscape, thoughtscape,
It seems so real. I don't understand.
magic. So I'm guessing that's a no.
I mean, these guys look like total losers.
Yeah, that's about right.
I'm trying to look it up quickly, but do you know if Lolth is a demon or a devil?
Wolf is a demon. Wolf
Okay.
hates devils.
Then hell no.
Their spirits, like their bodies and their souls and or whatever devils have, like fades away into nothing. And you fall unconscious again, quote unquote. I don't know, dreamscape stuff. And your eyes open in the next dream to another vast, barren landscape of utter devastation. But this one is different because there's a black sludge enveloping your feet and gripping you tightly and overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. But you hear Mad Maggie through your mind's ears. Don't let the sludge consume you. You must push through her defenses. She must look And you guys have to roll initiative again. There's no combat here. You're just going to be taking turns trying to get the heck out of here. Okay, Una. You're being drawn into a black sludge, like quicksand, like substance. You either have to make an athletics or an acrobatics check to get out.
Okay, I'm going to use my strong legs to try to get out of there.
Perf. So you there's nothing to really grab onto, but you're using your strong dwarven legs. You're pulling up your knees, and you eventually break free, and you find yourself flying above the sludge. There's no wings. There's no reason you should be flying. It's a very Peter Pan-esque flying because you're light of mind. And that sense of loss that was pervading you before is gone.
Nice.
All right. Grethlock, go ahead.
All right.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Grethlock did not skip leg day.
Grethlock's legs are strong and powerful, and he follows Una up into the skies.
Good luck.
Defiant. Whereas everyone else was brute forcing their way out of it, you're dancing away from it. Every time the sludge tries to grab your legs aren't there anymore. And you see yourself flying with the rest of them.
Nice.
Zolka.
Okay, don't tell me whether I succeed or not after I roll this.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't need to do anything special.
Nope, you do succeed. Orc strength. It's powerful. The blood of your ancestors, I guess, pushes you through. You're flying. Gwenair, it's up to you.
Okay, so first let me ask if this qualifies.
It is a saving. It's not a saving throw. It's an ability check. So I don't think you can do that.
Okay.
You could give yourself guidance, though, right?
So you're using your action to get free. So if anyone had any bonus actions they'd want to have done to help someone else, I'm sorry, I actually do have that opportunity. I guess that's most important for Grethlock.
Yeah, hang on.
Sorry, I thought it was just you. It spent your entire turn, but it's only your action. So if you want to give someone Bardic Inspiration, I guess.
All right, Gwenair has Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. I'll also use my normal inspiration to get advantage. Is that cool?
Yes, that's why it's there.
All right. Because I am not good at either of these things. Ah, okay. Well, I think I'm good. It's a D4.
We're already
He's
at
a D6
21.
now.
You took
D8?
advantage.
He's a D8.
Oh, D8. Okay. Well, I probably don't need it, but just in case.
It just
You
makes
got
it
the
even,
highest roll
even
so far.
cooler.
So inspired.
22. Is that the highest?
It is.
It is. Grethlock's metal music. Is it metal or is it thrash rock?
Easy listening.
It's as
Elevator
metal as I
music.
can get under the circumstances.
I assume you've got some sort of magically enchanted guitar that that is automatically distorted or something.
Well, I don't think it's magic. I think I've just got random bits of metal attached to it.
Whatever it is, it definitely gives Gwenair the competence to get out of there. And his
Huzzah,
own
thank you.
divine will. Well, just so you know, if anyone had failed the second time, they would have taken 40-10 psychic damage. So, good job.
Right.
So the next dream, everyone goes back to sleep, I guess, wakes up in another dream where Lulu is resting on a black cushion at the center of an inky void, unconscious and alone, with a beam of brilliant white light shining down on her. Think the best god rays. Next to Lulu, you see a large gleaming brass spyglass atop an ornately carved tripod. And then you see Lulu sort of like wake up, like, where am I? Where am I? And then she notices the spyglass and flies towards it with her weird elephant. She uses it. She pushes one of her elephant eyes against the eyeglass. And then she steps back suddenly, eyes wide open, face alight with excitement. She cries out, "The sword! The sword! I know where it is!" And all of a sudden, you guys are jolted back to the real world.
Well, that went fairly smoothly.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. When you look up, you see everything as you left it. You know, the demonic circle, the two hags. You see Mad Maggie, and she's like smoking a hell cigarette. She's very satisfied. She's like,
The devil's lettuce.
Ooh.
it may or may not be catnip.
Uh-oh.
Roll a d6, Adam. If it's evens, it's catnip. If it's odds, it's devil tobacco.
Nice.
It's catnip.
Woohoo!
Smoking a catnip J. She's just like, that was good. That was good. Did you guys get as much out of it as I did?
Was the damage we took real, or is that disappeared?
I think it disappears.
Alright.
And the fact that you were healed up to full also disappears.
Alright, so I'm back where I was. And is my Bardic Inspiration still used up?
Yeah, all of your spell slots and limited ability uses are still... But you should be fine, because you're probably going to take a long rest before your next... You head out again.
So what did you learn, Lulu?
I know where to go next. I know where the sword of Zario is. Let's go! She's flying up and then like zooming out.
Can you tell us first in case you get separated?
She like zooms out and then comes back and is like, I don't know if I could tell you. The landscape of Avernus changes every day. I can really just show you. We can go together. Let's go. Zoom out again. And then she comes back and says, "Come on!" Out. Comes back.
Crazy.
All right, fine. I'll follow you. Just let's go soon, okay?
Sounds good.
Gotta take a nap from all this streaming.
Maggie nods and says, "Yeah, that was intense. You guys definitely can take another night here, and you've been so helpful. You know. Let me set you up with some stuff. I'm gonna move you guys to a different map, but it's not the final map yet.
The final map.
Go to the bathhouse.
We're back in Baldur's Gate.
Sorry, it's just, you have to like I have to drag you across the entire screen, and there's only so much. I need to reorganize everything, put all the Boulder Skate stuff to. Well, yeah, you guys are welcome for another night of rest and relaxation at Fort Knuckle. The Madcaps are happy with you. The Imps are avoiding you,
Good.
and Barnabas is happy. Chukka and Clonk are like excited that you helped out. The flesh golem named Mickey is just kind of like, good job, help.
Don't talk with your mouth full. Just joking.
So you guys can take a long rest. Then at the end of the day, when you wake up and you're like, oh, time to set out on my journey, Mad Maggie will bring you to a garage. In the garage, you see, you see a bunch of war machines. I lost someone. You see a bunch of war machines.
Discord dropped me. I didn't hear anything for the last couple minutes.
You get a long rest. Maggie's happy with you. Lulu knows where to go next. You see a couple of war machines. Let me try and show them to you. She has the demon grinder that I showed you earlier. Show it to you. She has a devil's ride. That one. And then she has a tormentor. And just to be clear, the demon grinder is the one you helped them fix. So that would not have been available if you hadn't fixed it. And then she's got a pair of devil's rides. No. Yeah, it was a pair of devil. Wait, which one? Yeah, she's got a pair of devil rides, a demon grinder, and a tormentor. And she lets you have your pick of either a demon grinder, a tormentor, or a pair of devil's rides. And the devil's rides do have the, what do you call it? Sidecars.
Well, only one of us knows is proficient with driving, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that one doesn't seem to have any real attacks like the.
So I think we could probably roll out the Devil's Ride.
I agree.
As much as it is a sweet hell motorcycle, it does seem a little underpowered.
Yep. I haven't read the Tormentor. I read the other one.
So the demon grinder is like a hell tank. The tormentor is like a hell buggy. Instead of having many weapons, it just has a harpoon gun.
So how many people can ride on the Tormentor? Can all 5 of us fit there?
Yeah, 4 medium creatures can fit. So, yes, barely. Oh, wait. No. One of you would have to be like hanging off the edge without cover.
Okay.
8 medium creatures
Sounds
fit
like
in
we
the demon grinder.
Sounds
so,
like we
yeah.
take the tank.
I figured.
That's what I was leaning towards. Anyway.
Yep.
It is pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
And
But
then
I heard
along
we
with,
need a lot of fuel for this. You got soul coin?
well, she was just going to give it to you, but yeah, no, she gives you 3 soul coins, along with 2 weeks of rations for everyone. So,
Nice.
a week in this world is 10 days, right? So it's 20 days of ration. And then no one has is anyone not using a magic weapon? Or a silvered weapon?
Well, my weapon is only magic because Zolkug enchanted it.
Yeah, if you gave him a magic weapon, I could use my infusion on something else.
She doesn't have any magic weapons, but she does have a lot of silver. So if anyone needs a weapon silver, she'll silver a weapon.
I mean, I guess it can't hurt to have my axe silver.
Seems fine to me.
So we can say that happened during the night. She showed before you took your long rest. She showed you the demon grinders and all the other things, and you're like, "Want the demon grinder?" And then she silvered the axe for you. So now your axe is silver.
I already punch with magic, but I could use some silver nail polish.
That's
I
between you
get
and it.
swiftness
And,
every time. That's the worst one.
So what's the crew assignments?
I would assume I'm at the helm.
I would say so.
Sounds good. On the other assignments, it doesn't seem obvious to me. Do people would someone have an advantage over another person, or is it all? Are we all fun?
As far as I know, the attack modifiers and damage modifiers are inherent to the position.
Okay, so it doesn't.
The cover might change, which is important if you want to like not die if someone is squishier than the other. And then someone needs to be there to crew it. But I would say it takes probably like a movement action to move between one place and the other.
Well, we have exactly the right number of crew, right? There's 5 stations, so I guess we'll just each take a.
Oh, 5. I must be missing one. I'm only seeing 4.
There's a helm, a
There's two
chomper, a
harpoons.
Oh,
wrecking
2
balls.
harpoons. Yep, 2 harpoons.
Yeah. I think of the harpoons is kind of like the blasters on the Millennium Falcon, but left and right instead of up. The helm is driving. The chomper is next to the helm. The wrecking ball is at the rear, and then the harpoon flingers are on the left and the right. So actually, let me show you what I'm thinking. You're not an elk drill. So I'm going to bring you guys over here. And then bring over a demon grinder.
Nice.
I should probably get whatever the least important station is, which is likely one of the harpoons, because I'll be useful. I think the most useful for repairs if something needs.
Where's the demon grinder token? Oh, here it is. Sweet.
Maybe Defiant should take one of the harpoons because he doesn't have much in the way of ranged attacks on his own.
So this is a big ass demon grinder. How do I move this to the back? Okay, so Una's driving. Who's manning the chomper?
That's in the middle, you said, right?
Well, so there's no middle because it's a 4x4. I was thinking Una left because, you know, we live in America, so driver's on the left side. Chomper would be here. And then flingers would be here and here, and then wrecking ball is in the back, probably whichever one or left or right you.
All right, I'm squishy, so I'll go here.
All right. I think I'll take the wrecking ball.
And it makes sense if I'm going to give the wrecking ball the place at the bottom too. You can pick the left two or the right two for the harpoon fling. So I guess Volkug, you're there.
Yep, sounds good.
So you've got 3 soul coins. Each soul coin provides 72 hours, so 3 days of power. And you can't, like, once you put in the soul coin, you can't turn it off. But you get 3 days out of it, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
And when the 3 days runs out, do all of the stations cease function?
Yep, you got to put in another soul coin to get your next 3 days. So with 3
Just like a
soul
ride.
coins, you've got 3 times 9 days worth of driving.
And there's no like power draw variance. It's all just 3 days, no matter.
Yeah, it's just 3 days.
Yeah.
Maybe if you
Double
descend from the
guarantee.
lower levels of hell and learn about how they make soul coins and stuff, you might be able to modify the circuitry. But Avernus is like the entry level of hell. You just get these toys, you don't know how they work super well.
The devils don't have eco mode.
No. Also, no one's good, right?
No.
No.
Nope.
So soul coins, for anyone who's not evil, it's like very like you just hear the soul that was put in the coin begging for the sweet, sweet release of death. If you're an evil person, you're just like, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Do we still hear it though?
Oh, probably.
Even Una isn't good.
I'm not good now.
Sertu's not good. Why would
Searcher's
she be
definitely
good?
not good.
I don't know who actually gets the soul coins, but I'm going to show you the rules for soul coins. Because they have more uses besides just powering these things.
Oh, these things are big.
I mean, they have a soul.
I mean, this is more like a soul saucer.
So if you're not evil, you can only carry as many soul coins as your constitution modifier. If you have more than that, you have disadvantage because the soul's crying and wailing distract. Using the soul coin in the car or in the demon grinder uses all 3 of its charges immediately to give you 72 hours. If you have a coin that you use a charge outside of it, it reduces a day of use in the car, but you get the benefit. So you can get the D10 hit points, or you can ask the question. You can beat up the coins if you really feel like it, but I wouldn't, because they're better than gold in hell.
Okay.
Any other things you want to rule out before you guys wake up from your long rest and head out on the road to where Lulu directs you?
I want to find out if she has any more catnip.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
So do we,
This is charisma, so I get advantage on that.
regarding the soul coins, do we want to split them up in case we need to emergency evacuate?
9.
She will have you pay 10. She will sell you some for 10 times the price.
Okay. Let me see what the price was. Mhm.
And she only has 10 hits.
10 hits for 10 times the price. Where are you? I don't remember. I haven't written down a price. Crap.
I remember it was in the silver range.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have plenty of money.
So let's just say 10 gold and we can look it up later.
Okay, sounds good.
So I think I found some drug references and we're just basing it off that. But
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
take 1 soul coin. Una's going to take 1 soul coin. Who that is not, who that's evil would like to take the third?
I'll take it.
all right, you guys took a long rest. Anyone who's not evil has to make a Constitution saving throw. Or a Wisdom, sorry. Lied. Don't listen to me.
Well, you just made it hard.
Whoops. Yes, I do have advantage because I'm high.
Okay. That's the only two who aren't evil, right?
Correct.
You guys managed to not be pulled into your evil version of your life tonight.
Woohoo!
Can you just recap for me? What was the thing that could make us take on like weird appearances, like spring legs or whatever?
Flesh warping. That's if like demonic magic is used on you. They're made like the game lets me say, "Oh, you get flesh warped," and then you make a D100 roll, and then something weird happens, and it's perfect.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with whether we're evil or good or whatever. It's just an occurrence that could happen.
Yeah, that's more like if a demon splashes demon ichor on you, for example.
Cool.
I'll bet Lolth has some demon ichor you could have
Exactly.
right before you're messily devoured.
It's all that chaos energy. It just makes you weird. Is there anything that makes you spidery?
Gives you a ton of eyes.
There's one that makes your legs long.
It's got to be a dream for a dwarf.
Yeah, if a dwarf got longer legs, would their movement speed increase?
Yes, by 10 feet.
Nice.
They're not all bad. They're all weird.
Look ridiculous.
World's tallest dwarf.
Oh, you know you want to be the world's tallest dwarf.
Kinda do.
Well, you got to hang out with Lol some more. I'm sure she'll hook you up.
She might hook you up with many legs.
Right?
So in the morning, you guys set out. You're on your demon grinder. You're all at your posts. You know, you're probably just relaxing. There's some like heavy metal music playing in the background, probably courtesy of Breathlock.
Nice.
Is there a particular
I gotta
song
get
you're playing?
stereo work.
I feel like we're in the
There's no
movie
stereo.
Heavy Metal right now.
That's what I was just thinking.
I'm pretty sure that's the inspiration for this. And for this next part that's about to happen. Everyone make perception checks.
Was
High as
Eon
usual.
Flux gonna come out of the side? And
I wish.
16.
So the highest was the 19,
20.
tied
Oh,
by
yeah.
Zolkug and Una. So it's probably coming from the left side. You see a plume of red dust billowing in the distance. But if you squint your eyes and try and make it out, you see a similarly to your machine looking devil machine coming towards your way with a bunch of half boar, half rat, half human people, not all at the same time. And they're all wearing steampunk goggles.
Nice.
So we're going to have to roll some initiative.
Why don't we get goggles?
I don't know.
We can now.
Real fast. Which one of us put our soul coin in to get this party started?
I would vote for someone other than you because you can keep feeding it.
All right,
yeah,
we'll
okay,
just
I'll
say
put
we
mine
need one.
in since I'd probably die sooner, maybe. I'll put mine in.
Okay.
So let me see. 3/4 cover for the helm, half cover for the chopper, half cover for the wrecking ball, and half cover for the harpoon. What does 3/4 cover do? Was it disadvantage?
Let's look it up.
I would assume that half cover is -2, but I don't recall. I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
Half cover is +2. 3/4 is +5. And it applies to your AC and any deck saving.
Okay, so it's the other way. Well, I was just thinking -2 to hit, but yes, that works the other way too.
So everyone gets to roll initiative. Let me just check one thing before I finish.
Does the demon grinder have hit points?
Yes.
And it has what do you call that? Damage threshold,
It's got,
right?
yeah, so if it takes any damage below, I believe, 10, it takes no damage.
Weird that it's not on the handout.
It's it. If you go to the character sheet, so when I sent you the handout, you should have also gotten a character sheet, which is where you would be able to like actually use the. So let double check that when you look at your Demon Grinder handout, you do see like a character sheet off.
No, I don't see anything like that.
Hit show to players.
Yeah, I have it. It has like traits, actions.
Yeah, but there should be like at the top. You don't see the 3 tabs.
No.
I see
Oh,
bio
no.
and info, that's it.
Yeah, that's all I see as well. Bio info.
All
There
right,
it is.
check it now.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, woohoo!
So now you can go to the character sheet. Please don't edit it, but you can click all the things and do all the things.
Nice.
Make it easier for everyone.
Very nice.
But it doesn't have initiative. Everyone else's initiative is what happens.
Right. It
So-
goes off of the driver's initiative, right?
Yeah, the driver can choose to move it. Everyone else can choose to use the things.
Yep.
Let's just roll the initiatives, fellas and ladies.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see it. Sorry. Wait, why is everyone in there twice?
Because you didn't clear it out.
Damn
It's
it.
actually
Only there once.
Yeah, we're in there
On our
once for
side.
us.
Guinair
Guinair
9,
got
Una
a
10,
9.
myself 13, Defiant 14.
All right, Grifflock got a.
I don't see Grethlock.
Defiant got a
14.
So you didn't get an 18. Zolka got a 10. Which is not your.
I got a 13.
Oh, I can just delete the top because you. Okay, cool. Next, good to know. Since it does it in order, I can just delete the first 5. Wherebore, rare rat, Jugga. Okay. Sort. So the perception check that saw them was a 19. So 60, 120, 180 feet away. Does that make sense to everyone?
Sure.
So I put you both all on the same map because it's easy. The actual distance between everyone is 180 feet. They are going in the direction to intercept you, so at a 45-degree angle. Or, I don't know what the right angle is. They're trying to intercept you. You guys are going north on the map, is my reckoning. With Luna, who also needs an initiative turn. Thanks for reminding yourself. Lulu's flying ahead. Lulu.
Okay.
I know words.
Hey, get back in here. You're supposed to just tell us where to go.
Yeah, she was like, "I'll lead the way," and flies because she can fly as fast as the demon grinder can run.
Okay. I guess it keeps her away from the screaming souls that are being burned in the
She probably
engine.
would not be happy with it.
You should board it, kill them all, and get a second demon grinder.
Yeah. Steal their coins.
Except only one of us knows how to drive.
We can tow it.
So the were-rats go first.
Sell it for scraps.
What's the range of the harpoon flingers?
120.
So you guys are 180 right now.
Yeah.
So they cannot attack. So they'll just ready in action to shoot at the demon grinder as soon as they can see it. Or as soon as it's within range to fight.
I am doing the same thing. Readying
So
my
okay.
action to fire.
And
Can I fire
guess
over?
this is a point. That's a clarifying point. With the I could see it going either way. If the harpoons are like higher than the level, then you would be able to like shoot over it. But you'd have to like Zolkug's shot would go off first because he's closer, and then your shot would go off.
Right.
Or we could have it lower to the ground, where you would it'd have to be on your side to shoot. Which one would be more fun?
To me, that makes more sense, but either way.
Because like if it's going to be the same for both of you, so it kind of evens out on this fight at least, and any other. Because I'm sure you'll get in cooler demon grinder fights later. But anyone else have any thoughts?
Given that the harpoon station gives you half cover, I would think they would be lower rather than.
Well, I'm looking at the picture, and in the middle, you do see a harpoon sticking out, and it's going through like 2 slats. So I think that platform probably rotates, and those 2 slats give you the cover. But the harpoon itself is fairly high up on the demon grinder. Let me send you the picture I'm looking at.
Yeah, the handout picture is kind of. I could see it either way. Yeah, you're saying like that thing in the middle above the second wheel.
Yeah, you see the harpoon sticking out. So I would think that those platforms could probably rotate, and then you just arc the harpoon into the air to hit whatever target you're going for.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I like it.
We all cool?
Yep.
But I think the Chomper and the Wrecking Ball are probably a little bit more restrictive.
Yeah, their range is already like 5 feet or 15 feet. So that's not as much of a deal.
Right.
And clarifying question for me, can I still use my own character abilities while I'm at this station?
200%. It's an action to use the attack that's you're at, but you can definitely bonus action do whatever. You can just say fuck my position. I was watching a stream where someone was like, fuck this, I'm gonna teleport to their demon grinder and beat the shit out of them.
Oh man, I want a teleport spell.
Oh, it was a dimension door. So
These are tanks, so we can't really run into them, right?
well, they're like Mad Max tanks because you're in the Mad Max world at this point, like the heavy metal world. There's lots of like raw metal, like everything is cobbled together from nonsense. There's no like interior.
So if I
Like if you were inside, you'd have full cover, but you have like 3/4 or half cover.
So I could, if I wanted to, jump out and run and attack somebody.
Yeah, if they were close enough, you could run out and jump, and like jump back, using your athletic skill or your long jump.
Nice.
And so does the Demon Grinder only move on Una's turn? Like, it's going 100 feet. So can Defiant like hop off and then hop back on his turn as if it didn't?
Mm-hmm. So like on the driver's turn, it'll use its action to, or I don't think it's an action, but it'll just automatically move going straight using the speed. The driver can use their action to drive faster and get a second speed.
Oh, it just goes by itself? I didn't see that.
So if the driver is incapacitated, leaves the home, or does nothing, the vehicle moves in the same direction at the same speed as it did during the driver's last turn until it hits an obstacle big enough.
So the driver is more like a navigator, just setting the course and the speed.
Yeah,
there's no like accelerator pedal.
Exactly. But they can speed it up, slow it down, so they can go up to the speed. They can use any Demonicure if they had any to do the special boost. They can turn.
What kind of turning?
So the other, I'm gonna double check, but I think the holdout, the other, it's more of like the other infernal machines have abilities running over things.
I'm also not seeing anywhere where the land vehicle proficiency comes into play. Does that give her some sort of bonus?
No,
It's the go ahead.
It's in the rules that you need land vehicle to drive it. I forget where I saw it.
But I don't need chomper proficiency to chomp.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Where is the base speed of this Demon Grinder, though? I'm trying to find.
It should be
100
on the
feet.
character sheet side.
On the character sheet. Mhm.
Oh, it
okay,
also has an
there it is, yep.
initiative.
I'm not like that's only if somehow it
It's driving by
becomes
itself.
sentient. It's
Oh.
not, so it just
Well,
uses
but what if
everyone else.
Una goes unconscious? Wouldn't it have to go on its turn or something?
I would say it would go on Una's turn. Unless she somehow loses her turn in initiative.
Okay.
What if Una wants to smash some skulls? Like,
If
Una
you
can
leave the
stop
helm,
and then
you can if you leave
can
the
stop
helm.
it.
Also, it's not like you have to keep your foot on the accelerator. So if you get off the helm, it'll just keep going straight at the speed you were last going.
that's why I need those long legs.
There you go. We're like in a desert right now, right? So there's nothing. preventing
Yeah,
her.
let me pull up the
There's no,
thing I got last. That was a good. I like that
Yeah,
background.
there's nothing to avoid.
Yeah, you're in like it's hell.
But in the movies, we have to like lead the other vehicle into a narrow canyon.
Or make it run into the river. That would be great.
Or hit an asteroid.
I like the craters. You could
I
tell
just
that there was
Googled
some
Mars.
volcanic. Well, in hell, it could be volcanic
Exactly. Figured
smacks.
Mars
So-
is pretty helly.
Yep.
How does the handling work on this tank?
What's your like? Is there a specific action
Like-
you want?
How much can I turn it without flipping it?
Let's see.
Want to start doing donuts with the tank?
Yeah, like does it have a handbrake? Like what kind of cool maneuvers can I do with this thing?
So one important thing is that if you're the helmsman is the person who makes the dexterity saving throw. So if someone like fireballs the thing, well, maybe not fireball, but like shatters, that would be the helmsman would be the one to make that roll. And if there was no helmsman, I think you automatically fail. Yeah, you automatically fail if there's no one driving it. A driver proficient with land vehicles can add its proficiency bonus to ability checks and saving throws made using the Infernal War Machine's ability score. So that's things like running over people. That's one important thing you can do with the crushing wheels ability.
So, to be clear, when I want to add my proficiency to the Demon Grinder's rolls, how do I do that?
I would just roll instead of doing because normally you would click the Constitution name in the character sheet to roll Constitution. I would just roll d20 plus 4 plus your ability, your proficiency. So just you'd have to do that manually. I don't think there's a way to do that and roll.
You can actually click on the con at the top, and it'll
But it
add the
won't-
4, but it won't
It'll-
add your proficiency.
Yeah, so we'd
Is
have
that-
to just remember. I think it's 3 at this point.
Yep.
So I would click the Demon Grinder Constitution and then I add 3 to it, or do I roll 3?
You add 3.
Add 3.
Okay.
This is dragging on, but I don't see where you were talking about a dex saving throw. Can you explain where you...
It's,
So it's on the under the helm part of the action stations. So an Infernal War Machine with no driver automatically fails dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, I don't see that. All I see is drive and steer the Demon Grinder.
Oh, so you're looking at the Demon Grinder character sheet. I'm talking about this rules extra nonsense.
Gave the handout a while back. Yeah, the basic
Yeah.
rules for
Yeah.
vehicle.
I see.
So the driver can also start and stop the engine. They can put in an extra soul coin if they need it. They can also dash and disengage while the engine is running. And they can also run over people with the crushing wheels ability on the Demon Grinder.
Okay.
so technically, anyone could drive it, but we just wouldn't get bonuses. We wouldn't be able to add proficiency bonus, right?
Right. So
Okay.
if Ragadraga, the werebore who's attacking you guys, moves up and uses the and manages to try and flip you over with a DC of some, then you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't add the proficiency,
Right.
and you'd actually automatically fail the dex saving throw.
So I say the plan is to play chicken with them.
That's what I'm thinking.
I suspect our ranged attacks are a lot better than theirs.
No, seriously, this will go great. Let's just go straight for him and ram into him. Crash into it.
But I'm only seeing like crushing wheels. Is there like a ram?
No,
You got
there
that claw
are
thing in
rules
the
for
front.
crashing
Crunch,
in the
crunch, crunch,
general.
crunch.
Yeah, so the infernal whip, they will hit each other and do 1d6 damage for every 10 feet you moved before you hit them.
Yeah.
And
100
another
feet.
important thing is the so the
200
mishap
if you could have
roll-
the helm make them.
Nice, yeah.
you could, if you did a dash, you would do 20d6 damage. You would both take the damage though, I think. And then there's also the mishap
people
threshold.
in it.
Yeah,
But also
each
the people
person
in
in
it
it.
have to take damage if they fail.
That might not be so great.
No, this is gonna work. Do it.
I might jump off.
I was just planning to fireball that other demon grinder.
So are they
Nice.
moving? Their vehicle has been moving, right? They've been driving.
Yeah, so like at this point, maybe we can think of them as they're like 120 feet. Is that what we said?
They
They're
were
to the left of
180.
you. They're 180 feet to the left of you, moving in the same direction. And they're going to be trying to like get closer.
Okay.
All right, let's just keep going here. See what we can do.
Yep. So Zolka, you're going to ready in action to shoot him, I guess? Is that what you said?
No, I am going to cast enlarge on our. I was looking this up because it doesn't have a size limit. So the best I can say, because people were discussing this, is as long as all parts of it are within 30 feet of you, within the range, then you can make it larger. I don't think. And then because of the crashing rules, it says since it's no longer the same size, we don't take damage. Our vehicle will, because it'll still crash into our vehicle, but only they'll take damage and stop from the crashing.
Nice.
Okay, so if you're enlarging, doubles in all dimensions. So
Yep. So if we crash, they'll all take damage from the impact, and we won't take any. Although our vehicle will take some, we can repair it after the fact.
I don't think
love
Una's proficient any longer in this vehicle.
The steering wheel got twice as big.
I can't reach the pedals.
Well, luckily, it's just like they said, you don't actually need to touch pedals.
So let's ram them.
Let's do it.
I like it.
Well, they were getting closer to us on their turn, right?
Once it's so Ragged Drag is the helmsman. He'll be the one to make the move.
Oh, we don't see their names, so
Well, there's this particular werebore.
it's okay.
Una, you're driving. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ram them. So I guess we're turning as hard left as I can.
Where's the thing? Hold on.
I mean, it looks like we should just be able to eat them with our chomper.
It does. Come here, you. Woohoo!
So you're gonna move 100 feet to the, in this case, west.
Dash, dash,
We want to
dash,
dash. Yeah.
dash.
Gonna
Well, we
eat
don't even need to dash to hit them. But
I think we do because they're 180 feet away, right?
Oh yeah, that's what we said. It's
We
not
might
what
as
it's showing
well.
on the grid, but yeah, may as well. Yeah.
Okay, so you're dashing 200 feet.
Let's see what this baby can do.
Ow. Let's see. Crashing. Vehicle of its
So
size or
both our
bigger.
vehicles should take the damage, and then only them, since our vehicle is larger than that.
We could probably use parts from their vehicle to fix our vehicle.
So, Una, roll 20. Oh, it was 18. So 18d6.
Yay!
Do we get the extra 1d4 from enlarge?
Technically, that wasn't a weapon attack.
Maybe parts of this
Yeah.
thing are a weapon.
Yeah, maybe.
I would say no.
That's you didn't roll that right.
You only get
It is space.
one size category bigger, right?
Yeah.
And then I need everyone to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
No, we don't need to make that. They do. Look, when it says you crash, if you hit a vehicle your size or such as hitting a vehicle your size or larger, it's not our size or larger, so we don't have to. Only their vehicle is doing the crash, but because it also damages what it impacts, our vehicle will take damage too, is how I interpret it. Of course, you're the DM, but that's how I.
So when an infernal machine crashes into something that could reasonably damage it, so it could reasonably damage you.
Right.
The infernal machine comes to a sudden stop and takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it moves since its last turn.
Except the example it specifically uses a vehicle
its
your
size
size
or
or
bigger.
larger.
Yeah. I think they're like a car hitting a bike. The car still takes damage, but it's not as much as the bike takes.
Right.
That's going to be my reference point here.
Yeah, I think our vehicle will take damage, but our vehicle
moderate
wouldn't come
amount.
to a stop from the crash because we're 8 times the mass of it, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it says regardless of whether or not the infernal war machine takes damage, each creature on or inside the vehicle when it crashes. Does it crash? I mean, it
Right.
does. Oh, wait, no. It only when it crashes into something that could reasonably damage it.
Right.
So it's not crashing, so you don't have to make the saving throw.
You're the DMs, is your final decision, but how I read it was that we wouldn't need to make it. That would have been, that's how I would.
I mean, let me just picture this in my head. There's 2 sweet, badass, heavy metal style demon grinders in the desert. One of them comes up to the left. The other one suddenly doubles in size and veers to the left and just rams it.
Love it.
Yeah, it's
I
like
feel
getting.
like what would happen. Yeah, like I feel like you guys are gonna take maybe a quarter damage, but they will take at least regular damage.
That sounds fair, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
So it would be 18d6. So do 18d6 and we'll have it twice. So you did 50. So it's 25 to 12. So
And if we roll but succeed the strength check, we take half of it.
the
DC 15
demon
strength
grinder will
check.
take 12 damage because it's damage threshold. And then, yeah, everyone will have to make the DC 15 saving throw or take 12 damage.
And this is
But
with
you're-
our character.
Yes. This is you reacting to the jump.
Oops. I didn't have advantage on that.
Okay, so you do the 12.
Yep.
And then on their side, I don't know if I should double it or quadruple it. I think doubling it is more fair.
It's double the size. Why not?
Yeah. Like, they're definitely at least taking.
It couldn't be more than double, really, because at most they're now moving at the same speed they were in the exact opposite direction. So double the acceleration would have been if they just come to a complete.
All right. So, Una, you can make a 36 D6 for them.
All right, because they were coming toward us.
Well, on their turn, the pilot was going to use Demonic, or he had to double his speed.
Nice.
But because the way the actions work, and it's weird because you're, it's like in D&D, it's hard to imagine people moving at the same time because of the initiative. So their vehicle takes 138 damage.
Woohoo!
And they will have to make the saving throw of, what was it, 15?
Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty deadly, even if they do make the savings throw.
Hey, it's only
Yep.
half damage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, do any of them have more than 69 hit points?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Also nice. So the were-rats just die.
Woohoo!
Ragged Draga succeeded. One werebore failed, the other werebore succeeded. So the werebore at the front died. Werebore at the back takes 60. Is it 69? Yeah, it's 69 damage. And he's barely alive. Ragged Draga takes 69.
And they have to do a mishap roll, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We're both going to have to, I think. No, ours is under 20 damage, wasn't it?
It was 50 damage, so.
And we quartered it,
You
you
still-
said. So
What about that? Yeah, that quarter of 50 is. So, yeah, you're good. And they
they'll have to
make
roll the mishap.
mishap roll, so.
Well, quarter of the 50 minus 10 for the
It's not that it minus it, it's that nothing under 10 happens. If it's 11, they take 11 damage. It's different from how it used to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So it's so sad that there's no size category above
Engine
arcades.
flare. Oh, you
I did a D10.
rolled the
last-
wrong one.
So locked steer. So they're stuck going in a straight line, presumably towards you.
It automatically fails dexterity checks and dexterity and saving throws.
And they're stopped because the crash stopped them, right?
Right.
That's not. Yeah, the war machine comes to a sudden stop. So you guys have also stopped, but you guys are okay.
Now we
Anyone
can
who,
shoot.
technically, you guys would have shot before, right? And the were-rats would have also gotten a shot because they were ready before.
Right.
Okay, so let's do the were-rats first.
6
'cause-
damage. Yeah, I forgot that. Still got to take half. Okay.
So the were-rats are going to shoot you with their harpoon flingers. They're going to shoot the, probably Guinair, because you're the most exposed person on their flank.
Makes sense. I'm
Half cover, right?
reconsidering my position.
So that's a 24 to hit you
All right, I'm gonna cast shield.
and a 23 to hit you. What's your AC now?
Oh,
I
dang.
think you had half cover, right?
22. Oh, but I have half cover, so that's 24. So I'm
Yeah. So
barely.
you're fine, right?
Yeah, just so I have 17 base, plus 5 is 22, plus 2 is 24.
And if it matches your AC, they roll. So they get, if they match, they win. But if they don't
Yeah,
match,
so one of them hit.
okay, so you only
You
take
said
8
23
piercing
and 24, right?
damage. Yeah, so the 24 hits. You take 8 piercing damage. The 23 misses because it lasts forever or until the end of your next turn. The other were rat, that was both were rats actually. And now you guys can shoot.
I want to shoot the driver.
Okay. So he's got 3/4 cover, just plus 5.
20.
Wow, he has shit AC. That hits.
Woohoo! 9 piercing.
And then Grethlock, who are you shooting? Or no, not Grethlock, Zulkug. Oh,
No,
you
I
weren't
was.
ready your
I used
action.
my
You were
action.
casting
Yep,
spell.
I can't.
Okay. So the harpoons fling out. Crash happens. They're fucked up. Una, do you have any bonus actions you want to take? Because the move is only your action.
I'm gonna cast a healing word on Gwenair.
Thank you.
Actually, I need to make a constant. After we crash, I need to make a concentration save to see if it shrinks back.
That'd be pretty funny.
I think the crash spell did its job.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So the harpoons are actually gargantuan. No, gargantuan plus right now. Shouldn't they do more damage?
Don't push your luck.
Extra 1d4.
That's true. 1d4. I think that makes sense.
That's the
Two-
rules for
two more.
enlarge.
2 more.
Pilot's still alive though.
And I succeed on the concentration save.
So y'all took half damage on a successful save though, right?
Yep, I did.
Okay.
Looks like Gretlock didn't.
I didn't
Should
either.
be
I didn't. I
6.
took real damage.
It was 6 damage then?
6 damage, yes, on a save, and 12 on a.
So like from your point of view, Una, like you're in a suddenly way too big seat for you, and Una like revs the engine somehow, and then you just feel like a bigger speed bump.
I'm just picturing Una grabbing onto a giant throttle and using her whole body weight to shift it into high gear.
I love it. Anyways, Gwenair, it's your turn.
But wasn't that her? I'm sorry. That was her bonus action, though, wasn't it?
Her action was to do the maneuver, and then her bonus action was to use healing word. So if she wants to, she can also move to a different spot.
I don't think I need to.
All right, so who can I reach with this chomper?
It's range of 15, right?
It says reach 5 feet.
Oh yeah, so you can hit their demon grinder itself.
Okay, I guess I'll do that. That seems like it would do more damage than my spells. And it's just this, right? There's no other modifier to it.
Yep.
You get an extra 1d4 because it's been enlarged.
But you
'Cause
missed. Because the demon grinder AC is 19. So you
Oh,
can't get a
bummer.
good chomp on it.
Oh, just for the party's benefit, when I clicked on the chomper action, it was a GM roll.
Okay, I was
okay.
wondering why I couldn't
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
like
Yeah, let me see if I can move that or something.
Was it also a GM roll when I rolled it? Oh yeah, it was. Look at that.
I everything's jam roll to me.
Woohoo!
It was very nicely formatted too. It had like the attack within the spell card and then a damage at the bottom.
Yeah, the NPCs really get the good stuff, don't they?
Yeah, what the
Yep.
heck?
Can you try it again?
Yeah,
I
sure.
gotta step away for a second. I'll be right back.
It should
Can I-
ask you to do it or not.
Yeah, can I close this window with the gear? Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that looks normal now.
yeah, I can see it.
I like that one a lot better. Oh well. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
just do a healing word on myself as with my bonus action. Stupid spells every time I level. Okay, that's it for me.
So it's the werewolf's turn. The only one who's left alive is manning the wrecking ball. So he's going to try. I believe he's within range because it's 15-foot reach. Yeah, you can definitely try and hit. It's probably going to go for Una. Yeah, I think that's his best bet because the Demon Grinder is super. So he's going to wrecking ball the grinder or Una. So Una has half or
I
3/4
think I have
cover.
3/4, yeah.
25.
It hits.
Really?
Oh,
What's
is it
your
plus?
AC?
It's my armor class is 22.
So with 3/4 cover, it's +5, right?
And double checking
Right.
that. 3/4 is 5, yes.
So your
Okay.
AC is 27.
Right.
Okay.
So it misses. So some
Would that just
combination.
like bounce off, or would that just be like a miss?
It can be either way. It's how you
Yeah.
and the DM role play.
I mean, it's both, right? So maybe it would have been a glancing blow, but somehow your shield or the stuff surrounding you deflect it successfully.
Okay.
And it's because he wasn't trying to hit. He was like avoiding the large parts of the Demon Grinder to try and hit you. So maybe he did hit parts of the Demon Grinder, but nothing that actually mattered.
I'm gonna make a rude gesture at the guy.
He is enraged. Grifflock.
So how are we calculating the range for the wrecking ball? Is it 15 feet from my current position or 15 feet from the demon grinder?
It's 15 feet from the rear. I think it's reasonable that it would have doubled in size, right? Like the chain is twice as long, so it's a 30-foot chain from you.
That still can't reach. It was on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which makes
I think I'm
sense.
still out of range. All right. So much for the wrecking ball. Spells are probably not very efficient here. All right, I think I'm gonna pull out my longbow, and I'm gonna shoot this guy. So, I assume that misses.
Yeah,
And again,
that is.
that does not miss.
Which one are you attacking again?
This guy.
Okay, he's dead.
Okay, he barely had any health.
I mean, you did ram him. Actually, let me double check one thing. What kind of arrows are these?
These are ordinary arrows.
Oh, he takes no damage then.
Damn it.
Should have silvered him.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna healing word myself. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. So it's the driver's turn on their side. And I think seeing what has happened, he's going to try and run the fuck away.
I can only go straight. It does.
Yeah. So what's he gonna do? I mean, he's probably just gonna try it anyways because he doesn't know that's what happened until he does it. And he's gonna get mad. But that was his action. This is other actions. Yeah, he doesn't have much else he can do besides get mad. And Lulu tries to fly over. What's Lulu's speed? Uh, 120. So she will use all of her movement to get back in range and be like, "What are you guys doing? Ooh, fun! Let's kill them.
Kill them all.
The were rats are all dead. You're fine."
Woohoo! Is this guy? That guy's the driver, right?
Yeah, so he's got the good cover.
If I walk up to him, does he still have cover? Can I board his ship?
Yeah, unless you get inside it somehow.
There's,
I don't know where the openings are on
There's
this.
no,
It doesn't
like-
look like there are many. Probably it's closed off.
I don't think there's like a strict inside to these things because, like, to me, they're like very heavy metal. Like, you're not in total cover, which means that there is still like places to see you, which means there are places for you to get in.
If
Maybe
you look at the
getting in from
picture,
the outside.
it looks like a knight's helmet face mask. I assume people are peeking out from in there.
Yeah, but if it was like a knight's helmet face mask, everyone would have 3/4 cover, right?
Right.
Well, that's the driver, I would assume, would be in there. That's why
Oh,
he
in the
does have
back.
3/4 cover. Yeah, in
I,
the
would,
back.
I was thinking he was on this net thing with the teeth.
I mean, it's all
I think the teeth are
Weird
the harpoons
anyways.
where the harpoon people are.
Gotcha.
I think it's fine to like, especially since you have your own demon grinder, you would know how to get into theirs.
Okay.
Demon grinders are pretty similar. Like, there's one base model of demon grinder, and then they're all customized. But I don't think the customizations go as far as entry and exit points.
Yeah,
Like infrastructure.
I could run all over this place. So I'm gonna run in and punch him in the back of the head. Hey, I'm in the back. I'm behind his demon. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
And I punch him in the head. Right in the back of the head. Actually, I'm going to use my javelin. I haven't used my javelin ever.
Is it silvered?
It's magic. I'm assuming 11 misses, though.
Nope.
It hits?
They're not wearing any armor.
Wow. 9 piercing damage.
So each creature in the line, including you.
No, it's just I'm just using it as a regular. I'm just stabbing
Okay.
him with it. 9 damage.
Ow. Roar.
He's still up?
Yep.
Claw. Is this guy over here dead? Is that the guy we killed?
Who?
Oh, no, he didn't get... That's right. He didn't get hit because of the magic thing. 24. Another 9 damage.
Ow.
Ow,
alive.
ow. Does he look hurt, or...
Oh no, he's on the last ropes.
Okay,
In
then.
terms of bloodied, he's like triple bloodied.
Okay, in that case, I will... Whoops. Where'd my character go? I will do Flurry of Blows. And... Another 26. Another 9. I'm stuck on these 9s. Woohoo!
He's still alive.
Well, I will hit him again.
Yep.
8.
Still alive.
Hey! Why won't you die?
Those count as magical attacks, it says, because of his key.
Yes.
Yep. No, it's definitely still alive. It's just if he was not magical, he wouldn't be taking any damage. It's not like a half damage for him. But he was at 22.
Oh, you know what? Since I used Flurry of Blows and I only moved 25 feet, I will move back.
Get back here.
Meow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my inspiration for advantage and cast Ray of Sickness on the one of... I wanted to roll it.
I wonder if there's a way we can edit the character manager to stop overriding this stuff.
Oh, come on, cast it. I'll just roll it manually.
So I'll change from abjuration to necromancy.
So let's see. It's just a spell. I don't know why it's being annoying.
How I fix it is I change the attack from attack to spell card, and then save it, and then change it back to attack, and then save it.
I was just
again.
doing it from my spell sheet.
Yeah, I end up saving them to my attack table.
Yeah, and in your spell sheet, there's if you click on the gear, then there's an output button where you can output as either attack or spell card.
Oh,
And
okay,
if you
yeah.
switch it back and then unclick the gear and then put it back, it should. For some reason, when you use the character manager level up, it corrupts the spell sheet in some way that your spells are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find that part. There it is. Up. There we go.
Hey, it still hits. And he's dead.
Thank you, Heath.
Sure thing.
He would make the Constitution saving throw, but he's already dead, so. Good job. Anything else before Unik needs to go?
That's it for me.
Ram it again.
Una! Or you can just go beat the shit out of him.
I guess I'll just toll the dead this guy.
Let's see. Wisdom save. He fails, but he uses his one ability to leave himself at 1 hit point instead.
Rude.
He's like half orc, but a wereboar. Any bonus actions or
No. Is there any reason we would want to take this guy hostage?
no?
I can't think of why.
Kill him.
Kill them all.
Go there, kill him. Do it.
All right, let's pew pew this guy's face.
He's dead.
All right, I want to search him for soul coins. I feel like we need more soul coins.
Yeah, let me give you the loot and then we can call it a night because it's 11:30. So you have a broken demon grinder. Well, not completely broken, but probably worth salvaging some parts of it. He has 3 soul coins on him. The other wereboars and the wererats don't have anything else. And he's also carrying, but not wearing, a circlet that is incongruous. That next time you take a rest, I will let you know what it is. It's magic.
Oh, and I grab a pair of goggles off of one of them and put them on.
That's true. There is also 5 pairs of goggles.
I will do the same.
I think we need riding goggles.
Yes.
When in Rome.
Is next week good for everyone?
Yep.
Yeah, that should be good. So I'm grabbing 2 of the soul coins.
And he has
FYI.
3.
Someone grab the 3rd one.
Yeah, so who wants the other one?
I'll take another one so that I'm carrying 2.
Cool.
And who's gonna hold on to the circlet until we identify it?
I'll hold it.
Okay.
I doubt I'll use it, but I'll hold it.
Well, if you'll remember to ask about it next time we long rest, that's good enough.
Yes. Okay.
All right, talk to you guys next week.
Thanks, Colin.
He's gone.
Peace.
Thanks. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Right.